Hello, Internet. It is April 20th, 2022. And before we get started on today's video, I'm a little depressed. A little depressed is probably, I'm a lot depressed, but if a trigger warning, if you are a person who suffers from depression or a person who gets triggered by certain words that have to coincide with depression, I highly recommend that you click off of this video because my intention is not to make anybody more sad. My intention is technically not to even make people feel bad for me or anything, but it's just more of this is just me expressing myself in a time where I kind of just feel like alone in my feelings and stuff. So I don't know. So let's get started. So for those of you who don't know, I posted up a video yesterday, and the video is basically me saying that I quit my job. I quit my job that I worked at for a year. I started, essentially today would be the 1 year anniversary, so I started a year ago today. And the job started off great. It was a great job. Everything was good. It wasn't until recently that it was getting busier and busier and busier, and we were short-staffed, and we weren't getting raises, and we weren't being told information, and it just got very annoying. And I was working 6 days a week. Some of those days I'm working 8 to 12 hours a day, and I only had 1 day off, and then I'm spending that 1 day off just panicking about going through another 6 days and hoping that I don't have an implosion or an anxiety attack within my only day off. Now, I'm grateful for the job that I had, and I did like my fellow employees, and though I didn't really speak and I kept to myself and I was mostly in my brain all the time, I appreciate and love them because, it was a team effort, and it was a good time, but it was also, there was times where it just got really, really bad. I knew that job wasn't for me, and I knew that I needed something different. Granted, I quit my job yesterday with no backup plan. I was saving up money to prepare in preparation of doing this, but then something happened to my boyfriend's car and he needed it, so all my savings kind of just went out the window, and I was left with just nothing. And I wasn't planning on quitting at that time, but like all my savings essentially were gone and were like put into stuff, and it was really bad. Now I'm in a situation where I'm going to be getting a paycheck this week and potentially another paycheck next week, and the next week paycheck is my last paycheck. So at that point, I'm going to probably have maybe about $700, $800 something dollars to live off of for my half of the rent. My boyfriend already got another job. He got it. That's why he quit. He got that job, and now my goal was to go and to start applying for every job that I could. Currently, I'm at like 24 jobs I applied to in the last few days. They're all work from home jobs, but nobody's called me back. No interviews, no responses. So I'm just hoping that it's like more of like they're gonna get back to me like next week or something like that. But I feel like I can't enjoy my life. I can't enjoy my time off because I'm worried about financial situations. I'm worried about being put into a position that's gonna hurt my partner and it's gonna hurt myself. And I feel incredibly stupid for the decision that I made. I'm here hoping that like I get a job that I want, and it made me happy, and it makes me happy. But I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I hate myself. Today I was hanging out with friends, And it was an all-day event. I hung out all day outside. And this is the first time that I've done this in a while. You know, like I've been doing this more recently, which has made me appreciate that time. But today I couldn't enjoy it because I was too busy worrying about my financial situation. I was worried about, oh my God, like I have to look at the job. I have to see if there's any other jobs I can potentially do. I kept refreshing Indeed and just kept refreshing it and just seeing if there was like another job that's like, this is perfect, I'm qualified for it, I could just send this or whatever. And then my boyfriend kept looking at me and was telling me like, enjoy your day off, enjoy it or whatever. And I'm like, he's like, you already applied to 24 jobs, you're not going to be able to help the situation. And he's right, I wasn't going to be able to help the situation. But at the end of the day, I wanted to get my, I couldn't rest. I couldn't be happy. I couldn't focus on the good that was happening in that moment. I couldn't even communicate or talk. And it got worse and worse as the day progressed on. And now I'm home and my boyfriend's at the friend's house because it's 420. So people, what happens in 420. And I needed to stay away from that environment because if I'm looking for jobs, even though it's legal here in the state of New Mexico, I don't know what jobs, because since these are work from home jobs, like if I get a job that's like in Texas it's not legal, and they require a background check or something like that. And then, because I've been around it, it's going to be my system or something. I don't know how this shit works. So, but I don't know. So I'm kind of home, moping, feeling alone, because I am alone. And what sucks is I hate that feeling when you're surrounded by friends and family and a bunch of people who love you, but you still feel alone. You don't feel worthy of it. You compare yourself to other people, and it's a very shitty situation. I've been feeling suicidal today. I personally just don't want to live because it just feels like any job that I apply to is not going to be what I want. I want a job that's part-time but pays me decent enough that I can kind of like still do my side hustles. I just want to get back to finding out who I am. I don't want to be a workaholic. I don't want to have to live at my fucking job. And then working from home, that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm living at my job. My job is going to be in a room. And I don't want to have to work 10-hour days or 8-hour days. Like I'm cool with like 5 or 6 hour days. And then I have the rest of the day to do it. To live life and to edit, because I have pre-work anxiety. And all my life I've always worked like in the afternoon to closing time. So I would always wake up with this massive amount of anxiety that I don't ever want to do anything, because I don't want to do anything fun before work, because that in turn just kind of like puts me in a situation where I'm just like, fuck, I can't have fun because I gotta go to work. It's a stupid cycle. I hate how my head works, but that's how it does, and that's how it works, and that's how I have to deal with it. Anyways, that's pretty much what happened today. I'm not feeling good. I hate myself. I'm mad. I don't like the way I look. I can't even look at the camera. Anyways, I'm gonna end this here. And I guess I'll chat with you guys tomorrow. Hopefully it's a better day. Bye.